What's up, everybody? This is Aminus for Responsible Gaming, doing episode 166 of Aminus Designs. Today, from the vault, from the design vault, and with a little bit of suspense, we have, first, boom, the void. The void. It might not be the void, but as it turns out, this is not the devoid template either. This is the colorless template. And I think I had in mind something that's actually colorless. So, something kind of fun. It's gonna be a big Eldrazi, I believe. And I kind of like this name, isn't it? Isn't it pretty cool? We're gonna do something like 8. Who knows? It'll probably change. And so the idea that I had over here was, let's see what kind of wording I had in mind for it. Let's just write it over again. So, when I guess you cast this guy, so each player exiles his or her hand, something like that. At the beginning, can never tell if there's two ends of each player's what are those letters? Each player's upkeep, exile his or her hand. Each player exile his or her hand. I don't know how we're gonna say that. I think it's gonna be face down into maybe one single pile or something like that. Exile. How are we gonna do that? Let's say. That's very interesting. So basically, what I want to say is, I don't think that's gonna be the template, but I don't really know how we're gonna do it. To turn one of these cards, it shouldn't be like that because it's pretty weird. Face up at random until end of turn. That player cast or play. Actually, the problem with the play is I don't know if I can make the shortcut of saying you can use mana of any color to play it, because, but do I want to is the thing. I think I do, otherwise it's going to be feel bad too often. So the player may play this card, but the problem is I think I'm going to need to say cast then, because I don't think you can say you can use mana to cast. Well, maybe you could. Let's see. So the template is the Daxos. Is it Daxos? Daxos Amenities. Until turn you may cast and you may spend mana to cast it. Yeah, I don't know if you can start by play and then say and you may spend mana to cast it. I guess. You know what? Let's just say it. Until on the turn, that player may play this card, and they may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. Interesting. Oops, there you go. Interesting. That would be like a big weirdo. A 5/9. Oh, why not? We can. It's pretty hard to balance. It's pretty hard to balance Eldrazi's. Every player exile their hand, maybe 8. I don't know. So the problem coming here from, so the idea, just in case you didn't get it, is everybody exile your hand. Now every player's upkeep, they're gonna get one of those cards back. How should we do that? I guess you could just say at the beginning of each player's upkeep, select one of these cards and turn it face up. Maybe. Can you? I mean, you could turn things face down or up in Exile. I guess it's just not very common. Let's have a quick look at just morph, for example. Just want to see if it says turn face up for morph, right? Turn it face up. So you could say turn it face up, I guess. I mean, turn it face up. So turn one of these cards face up at random. And I mean, kind of works. When you cast Voidborn on Begetter, each player exiles his or her hand face down into one single pile. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, turn one of these cards face up at random. The thing that's kind of weird is piling up cards. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer that cards with sleeves cannot very easily be put into one pile. That being said, I'm pretty sure a couple cards do that. Like the weird, I don't know, like market. I don't know if I don't actually know the name of the. It's not a market, bazaar. There's cards that basically redistribute. Bazaar Wonders. No, I forgot. I think there's cards that put all cards into one single pile and then redistribute that at random. But the idea is that you're gonna have to use dice or something to simulate the randomness, because you can do that just by shuffling cards with different sleeves together. Yeah, I don't really have it, but it does exist. So it says random. Just figure yourself a way to randomize. That basically does it. I'll give a thought to. I forgot to switch again, but I'm gonna go back to Gatherer. Look at the card. You don't see it anymore. Let's check out the Eldrazi's that have high CMC to see what kind of craziness there is out there. So 7 mana cost Eldrazi. There is the how is it called? The where is he? Yeah, there's a few of them, huh? I'm looking at Void. Yeah, Void V. Void Winnower is an 11/9 for 9. Jesus. And he's got quite a bit better ability than the ones we picked. So we're still at the almost remotely reasonable mana cost though, with 8. Could we actually, given that the ability is very random and pretty much equal for everybody, except that everybody's hand's gonna get exiled, so you have an advantage here, which might be a fair advantage. Like casting a big dude and exiling everybody's hand can within itself already win you the game, sort of. Maybe not in Commander, but so maybe it's not that bad of an ability. Still looks pretty symmetrical to begin with. Each player sacrifices all card permanent he or she control, all his dust. Oh, that's not a creature. I want to see what has a reasonably good ability and costs reasonably low mana but has a high rarity. So Deceiver of Form, it's kind of weird, but maybe it's getting there in terms of power level. It's a 7 with colorless mana and it's an 8/8. Colorless mana is also kind of throwing us for a spin. That being said, I could imagine using colorless mana, but oh, I do have it. Okay, that could be fun. I mean, bring back the colorless mana. Why don't you? don't know, 6, whoops, something like that. 7 for 5/9, why not? Oh, I keep forgetting that I'm switching back. Check out this handsome man. 5/9, 7 mana. Sure, deal. I'm giving you a 5/9 for 7 mana. With a colorless, I'm thinking he might even be even costed. It's kind of cheap. Let's keep it at 7. There you have it. I like 5/9. I don't think. Let's have a quick look for giggles. Is there a 5/9 in Magic? Power 5 and other 9. Power toughness 5/9. Boom! Meandering Tower Shell. Well, we haven't created a new creature, but man, now I kind of want to see if there is like something that we can make that hasn't been made before. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Power 5. No, I wanted power 4. Power 4. Oh my god, power 4, toughness 9. Are you... My fingers are not responding very well. Okay. Yep, there is some... Oh yeah, Golden Castigator, hello. Okay, whatever. This is the second 5/9 in the history of Magic, and that's already pretty cool. Fun? You like it? I like it. Okay, now bear with me while I attempt to switch to a different Magic set editor window. Open, because we're gonna do a new type of permanent, and this type of permanent is, where are you? Oh wait, it's just a normal type of template, isn't it? Okay, so let's bring the regular template. Regular template. Today, in card number 2 of episode 166, we're gonna make an artifact. Artifacto. And we're gonna do equipmento. So that's cool. It's probably rare. Now, let's see. Equip. I don't know. I tend to forget the equip happens when in the text of the card. Is it at the very bottom? Yeah, it is. Okay, now I want to, let's go back to Gatherer, and I want to give my creature activated abilities, which what I want to see template wise is, hello, template wise I want to see if it's more likely to be given to the creature, or if the artifact will have activated abilities. So let's say it's not going to be very easy. So I think if you say gains, it's going to be different than equipment that says has. Correct? Is that correct? Gain control, gains flying. Equip creature has blah blah blah. So this gives an ability. Equip creature gains hexproof. So this has the activity ability over here. Equip creature has tap do something. Everything goes. Let us see now. I know what I want to do. I'm gonna use the yeah, I'm gonna use the this template, because for one very simple reason is I want to make several of them. So boom, we're not gonna use that, but what we're gonna use is Trumpel. So I don't know, let's say green. So now if you see where I'm going with that, it might cost more, I don't really know. We're gonna have a lot of fun balancing the design. Boom! I think I want 3. Wooberg would say black, red, green. Black, red, black. That's not black, that's black. So, what I think might happen here is the following. It looks weird. It does look weird. But such is life. I mean, what can I do about that? I feel like if I was making cards, how weird that looks would be a concern. I would try and see if there is something I can do about it. Potentially adding subtext kind of shuffles a bit the template, the layout over here. La 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 la. Oh wait, that's not correct. There you go. La 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 la. She said it might be better. That is not quite our concern. I'm not gonna toss the design because it looks kind of weird. Now, so those abilities mix and match together extremely well. First Strike and Trample, not so much. But Death Touch with any one of the others, yes, please. So combinations are 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So Death Touch and First Strike, wonderful. Death Touch and Trample, quite awesome as well. Death Touch, First Strike, Trample, whoa there. That means deal the first of your power in damage to whoever is blocking you, and then trample everything else and kill the creature and get no damage. So yeah. I mean, can I don't really like the problem if I start, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. If I start trying to balance by doing things like this, we're creating another kind of imbalance that I don't like. I don't want to have to pay a 6 for the combination, because that's just cards like this. You know, the cards like this exist without costing $1 billion, especially because you have to activate every time. But 3 might still be a little cheap. What I could say is, oh yeah, that's what is gonna break the template. I also, maybe what I can do is equipped. Whoa, what? Wow, that looked very bad for me when I typed this. I was like, that's not spelled like this. This word looks weird. And now I can't not see it. It looks very weird to me. I don't know why. It's like a palindrome almost, with all letters looking at each other. It's just my brain. Equipped creature gets, I don't know. I'm guessing maybe +1/+1, otherwise we're gonna have to make this cost $1 million. Especially since you can like have First Strike right away, which if you put +2/+2, like you put this on a 3/3 and you can already have your 5/5 First Striker. That's kind of gnarly. So I think the +1 should be okay if you want, yeah, if you don't want to pay $1 million. I think it's still gonna cost a bunch just to make sure people don't get pissed off. I don't know how much though. 2 and 2, 1 and 3. So the reason why I don't particularly want to do 1 and 3 is I hate the idea of paying 3 to just get +1/+1 and then expect you to do even more. Like the +1/+1 equips are quite a bit better if they don't cost 3 for each freaking activation. That might be the downfall of the design, if that's just too cheap. Should that be even 3? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's already, now it's 5 to equip plus up to 3 to do something with it. But the thing is, it just kind of transforms your creature into a monster, complete monster, that is extremely hard to deal with. But I'll tell you what though, check out this over here. Ankle Buddy. Come on, come on. Ankle Shanker. 5 mana, 3 colors, haste, 2/2. All your creatures can first strike and just touch. That's good. That's kind of very hard to block. And this is first strike and death touch. And all you had to do is pay 5, and all your creatures have it. And you don't have to pay again. And it attacks right away. So supposedly, for 5, I could put it on one of my creatures and give that creature that. It wouldn't be particularly more powerful than playing an Ankle Shanker, except it stays on the board quite obviously for my equip. Oh, hello. I can't read very well. Let's see. I'm gonna slide. Hell, Dracoplasm, Sword of X and Y, costs 3/2. Yes. So the question is, if we compare to Ankle Shanker, do we need to make it, you know, 5? Well, I guess I did what you said. Do we need to make it 5 to be an equip and then invest another 3 mana to get the effect? I feel like the reason why we didn't make a crazy equipment that straight up gives you +1/+1 death touch, trample, first strike, the reason why we ask the person to pay 3 different types of mana, well, for one, it's not colorless, sure, but we make you pay every time just to make you participate in the combination of the powers and make you feel like you're making a combo every time you use it. So blah blah. So we may not want to make you pay 5 then 3 every single time. So maybe maybe we could tune it down a notch. But I like the parallel with a sword. I feel like, to be honest, swords like this obviously makes your creature into extremely hard to deal with. But swords, like, they give +2/+2 protection against 2 colors and 2 crazy effects when they hit. Like, they potentially are better than giving a creature extremely hard to block. Like, this is what this does in the end. It says this creature is a tiny bit bigger and extremely hard to block. So I think we can tune it down at least 1 mana overall from a sword. And here we have turn your 1/1 into an Ankle Shanker for 7 the first time and 3 every time. So it's not that crazy either. And I feel like this is the kind of stuff that's so kind of clunky that it might actually be good in Commander and probably nowhere else. So I think I kind of like it like that. Now, if you start paying like 1 mana to equip, this turns your entire board into Can't Touch Me, which is a bit of a problem. That being said, for 2, it's not that much a difference either. And if you put an equip for less than 2 mana, it starts looking kind of funny. Like, it's just it looks free when you say 2 mana. When you say 1 mana, it's free. Plus, it starts being very, very early in game. Actually, this is reasonably early in game too, right? Turn 1, play a 1/2. Turn 2, play this. Turn 3, go to town with a 3/2 that cannot be buck. Well, 3/2 cannot be buck is not particularly worse than like a True Name Nemesis or something, but it's still pretty nasty, especially since this stays on the board. So it's like, yeah, yeah. Maybe that's what It's not that big a deal, is it? Like, if you want to make a 1/1 into a 2/2, you can never block me. Actually, he makes it also into an absolutely excellent blocker as well, I suppose. Yeah, that's actually on blocking. It's even more awkward maybe, because you're getting your infinite perfect blocker kind of dealio. Yeah, that's maybe what makes me want to push it further. And what I could do to push it further and make it very commandery, or clunky as it is go all the way to maybe even this, and bump up the price everywhere, just so that you don't go around equipping this to 1/1 tokens and blocking forever for free. Because I mean, I wonder what exists that is like the ankle shanker. Well, quite obviously that works only in attack, so he makes all you do is virtually unblockable, almost. This makes it so that like it's almost sort of a moat, or it's like I'm sniping one of your creature every time you attack me, kind of thing. So I don't think the thing is you need to pay 2 every time to block 2, so you need to equip for 2 and pay for 2. But still, I think I'd be happy as little as, so can we equip this for 3, get a little bigger, and then pay even more mana? And now it starts to cost a lot to just invest all the time into this. 3 mana flat, 3 mana to save, to potentially use, even though you only need to save 1 or 2 to really be threatening. I mean 1 or 2. What do you say? It's funny because a sword is more powerful than this, but at the same time the combination in swords is never like, hey, you can do anything to me. Are you co-responsible gaming because you're in reality very naughty? Yes, that is correct. That is in fact the reason why. So yeah. Like I said, I think swords usually are more powerful, but you want to gate such a combination of powers as Trample Death Touch or First Strike Death Touch behind maybe a little more of a cost. Plus we don't have to be in the business of making swords over here either. Swords are quite the rarity, quite the little nice item. I think I'm okay with it. I'm gonna find a gorgeous, very nasty, what's the Jund looking weapon to put on there. That looked pretty good. And yep, find the flavor, find the names, and then post tomorrow on, well, actually in 2 days, because this is an early episode, on all of the usual outlets. Find us. It's written over here. On Twitter, on Facebook. The episode is going to go on YouTube a little later tonight, probably. And do come check out Reddit, our custom magic subreddit. Pretty sweet stuff over here. Come say what you think. Leave the comments if you have any thoughts on the cards. Thanks for watching, guys, and commenting as well. I hope you like. I'll see you next time for episode 167 of Ominous Designs. Thank you again. I feel like I thanked you a lot. I'm very thankful to you tonight. See you next week. Bye, and play responsibly.